Alright, we live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back to streaming again. You feel me? Alright, so with this live stream, I had a couple things to react to, but let's see. I just gotta make sure we live, just to make sure, cause y'all thought I wasn't gonna be back, and I knew personally I was gonna be back on stream. So the last time I had a clip, no, I don't want it to be the title. That was just the title for the last stream. Let me see. We can do this. Oh, I can. Oh, here's the thing where I can change the mic. Hi, I like your stream. Cool. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. So I just figured out this where I can turn the mic off at. But that's not even what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for long hair, track hair star. Nah, I really need the thing. I need to freaking, I can't even think about it right now what I'm looking for. The name of the stream. I need to change the name. I don't like the name of it right now. Cause, you know, the name is what I don't want it to be. I need to change the name. Edit, here we go. Press the little edit. Here we go. Reacts to as y'all know, we multi-streaming. Say that there. Boom. If I hear background noise, it's just I need stuff in the background. I bet we got it saved. Say no more. Cool. So now I got my things changed. I bet. So the name should be changed. I hope it is. Cause I can't keep the same name and then expect the stream not to be cool. Cause it's like, why should I need to have the stream up, right? And then it's not what I want it to be. There we go. Bingo. All right, let's start reacting. So, all right, so what we gonna react to? First, we gonna react to the David situation with the Celeste girl. And when I tell y'all like all the stuff that I got so far, that it's been new information on this every single second. So it's like, bro, like I feel like me personally, I don't know, bro. Like this reaction is going on DJ Live on my YouTube channel, which y'all should go subscribe to. You feel me? Obviously, you should go subscribe to it. This is my YouTube channel right here, DJ Live right there. Bingo. Go subscribe to that channel. It's in my description. That's where all the short form content will be at. So we gonna get right into it, because obviously this is what y'all came here for. So let's get it first. Let's do this one first. I got the screen recording right here. Let's do it.
Now, most people have already heard about this story. Popular singer David, spelled D4VD, was arrested in connection with the death of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. But what's come out since then changes everything. The motive, the timeline, and what happened the last night Celeste was ever seen, when David invited her to his home in the Hollywood Hills, and she never came back.
Celeste, a 14-year-old at that time, went to Mr. Burke's house in the Hollywood Hills. She was never heard from again.
And months later, in September 2025, that's when everything changed.
Police say the car had been at the lot for a couple of days. When asked about reports the vehicle is registered to 20-year-old singer David.
Because inside a car registered to the singer, investigators made a discovery: remains found in the front trunk, unidentified at the time. After sitting there for months, it was eventually revealed that those remains belonged to 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, a teenage girl from Riverside County, California, who had initially been reported missing back in April 20.
Okay, so look, so hold on. I've been following the video. I've been following this situation for like the last few days on Instagram. Now that I think about it, like bro, first off, Brody was he's 20, and the girl was 19. No, the girl's not 19. I'm tripping. I'm tweaking. The Celeste girl was 13, but people been saying he been around a girl since 18 and 13, and her body wasn't found till she was 15. It's just like, it's so much going on with this whole entire situation. So, like, I don't know if it's me, but like, personally, bro, it makes you think, like, bro, her body was found in a car, and like, not only that, bro, he chopped it down. So like, what else do we get out of this entire situation, bro? Like, I feel like personally, I know I'm yapping, but this is for the YouTube channel, but still, like, bro, y'all just realized he was on tour when her body was found, though. Like, there's more stuff I got on my phone that I'm gonna put on the screen from Instagram earlier today, the new stuff, and then we gonna react to the videos another time on stream, because it keeps changing every single day. Like, I don't know if y'all understand that. It changes every single day. And this is just video 1. So, I don't know. Like, it's dangerous. Keep it a bean. But, like, it really makes you think, like, it's crazy work, Twinsky. Like, oh, my God.
24. Celeste had disappeared out of Lake Elsinore that same month. According to authorities, her family searched, put out flyers, shared her photos, asking anyone with information to come forward, hoping their daughter would be found. The family had reported Celeste missing from her hometown of Lake Elsinore, about 70 miles outside of Los Angeles. She was just a 7th grader, and Celeste had run away before, and at one point, she did return home. But after leaving again, this time, she never came back. For months, there were questions, and no answers about her whereabouts. But eventually, in September 2025, they would learn the truth, that Celeste was no longer missing. She had been killed. And as her family was continuing to come to terms with that, things were only just beginning to unfold. Within 48 hours of Celeste being officially identified, investigators made their next move, executing a search warrant overnight at a home in the Hollywood Hills area, where David, D4D, Burke, had been living. And from that point, the investigation started to unravel. But for the public, very little was known. Details were limited in this case, and questions kept coming up. Until recently, because just recently, David was arrested in connection with the case, which sent shockwaves across social media and raised even more questions. But now, after all this time, the case against David is starting to become a lot clearer. We now know that he's now facing a first-degree murder charge, and now we actually have his mugshot. Let's just take a second and really look at this. We now also have what they say was the motive, a timeline of what allegedly happened, and the evidence they claim to have. And when you put all of it together, this case becomes a lot worse than people thought. Now, to really understand how this even got to that point, we have to go back to on or about April 23rd, 2025, when, according to investigators, David invited Celeste to his home in the Hollywood Hills area. Celeste arrived, and according to investigators, this was the last time she was known to be alive. Now, up until this point, there have been speculation about the nature of his involvement with Celeste. And it's important to be clear here, we're talking about a grown man and a minor. According to investigators, that is no longer speculation. They allege that David was sexually involved with Celeste, and that this began when she was under the age of 14.
During the course of our investigation, detectives learned that she had been involved in a sexual relationship with Mr. Burke when she was a minor and he was an adult.
But it doesn't stop there, because according to the criminal complaint, investigators say Celeste had at one point been living with David, and in their words, he had recurring access to her, which meant this wasn't something distant or limited. This was direct access over a period of time. Now, when it comes to that,
Aside of this video, Dude got a YouTube, bro. He got a song about the girl. Actually, hold on. Let's go to. We're gonna go to YouTube real quick. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna just show my phone. He has a song called "Romantic Homicide." Right. Look at this. I just want y'all to see this real quick. Maybe it might be too bright. It has 208 million views. And I can't play this music video. It just in the back of my mind. Just peep the lyrics real quick. Mine. And like this is just normal anyway. I'm gonna just.
Last night Celeste was alive. This is when they say things took a much darker turn. They allege that at some point after Celeste arrived to David's home, she threatened to expose the relationship between the two, including the fact that it began when she was underage, which David of course knew could seriously damage his career. At the time, David was a rising mainstream artist, and just 2 days earlier, he had announced a Withered World Tour, a global tour set to take him across multiple countries as his career was continuing to expand, and that detail matters. According to investigators, this is where the motive comes in. See, investigators believe that once Celeste became a threat to David, after she threatened to expose their relationship, the situation escalated. And what happened next, they say, is where things went down.
Why mess with a girl, right? If she could expose you. Like, it's just stuff like that. Like, bro, she's 13, bro. You're 20. You met her when you was 18. And actually, there's a video on Instagram or TikTok when an interviewer is interviewing D4D, right? They're interviewing David. And bro's 18 at the time, but he says, he said, and I quote, "I still feel like I'm 13. Like, I want to find that. I want to find that, bro. Hold on. This is what I'm saying. This gets crazier as, like, you really start to think about the video. Hold on. No. I want y'all just to. He had a street interview. This is what I'm trying to say. He had a street interview. I can't find it, bro. I want to find it, bro.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
And this was January 11, 2024. So I'm sorry. All the video proof is literally out there, bro. Like, come on. This doesn't make any sense, bro.
This murder was committed for financial gain. As the evidence will show in court, the financial gain was for Mr. Burke to maintain his very lucrative musical career that Celeste was threatening.
They allege that after she threatened to expose him, the situation escalated into her murder. However, it didn't stop there. They allege that on or about May 5th, 2025, Celeste's remains were further altered. Her remains were later found inside a vehicle connected to David, of course, that we know, where they had been left for months before finally being discovered at an impound lot in September 2025 in Los Angeles. And the evidence they have is what they say connects him to what happened to Celeste. Now, getting into the specifics, this criminal complaint against David also includes special circumstances. And these are very important. because they make the case significantly more serious. According to the complaint, one of those is murder for financial gain. Another is the murder of a witness, with Celeste being considered that witness. And the third is what's called lying in wait, which means police believe the act was carried out in a deliberate and concealed manner. The complaint also alleges that David personally used a deadly weapon, described as a sharp instrument, in what happened to Celeste. In other words, they allege a sharp object was used in the killing of Celeste. Now that lying in wait part, that's important to understand, because in legal terms, it's not just about what happened, it's about how it allegedly happened. Lying in wait basically means someone waits, watches, and then carries out a surprise attack. In other words, it suggests planning and it suggests intent. Now if you try to picture this for a second, Celeste shows up to the home she was invited to by David, not knowing what she's actually walking into. And according to authorities, what happened next was anything but expected. They allege this wasn't random, but something that involved waiting, concealment, and a deliberate act in what happened to Celeste. And legally, that makes the case much more serious. Because when or if prosecutors are able to prove something like that, it can elevate the charges and significantly increase the potential consequences. Now, to really understand how this even got to that point, we have to go back to 2023, when this situation, not relationship, situation involving David and Celeste was already developing behind the scenes. At this point, authorities say the two were already sexually involved, while Celeste was still under the age of 14, but the full extent of it is still not entirely clear. What we do know is this. According to the criminal complaint, between September 7th, 2023 and September 7th, 2024, David was reportedly involved with Celeste during that time. And this wasn't a one-time situation. Prosecutors allege that this was ongoing over an extended period of time. It's also during this time that investigators say Celeste had at one point been living under the same roof as David. Now, one thing that's still not entirely clear at the time of me recording this video is how exactly Celeste being considered a witness fits into everything we're talking about right now. Although this is included in the complaint, they haven't fully explained what they're specifically referring to, or exactly what she may have been a witness to. Now, based on what's been alleged so far and what we know so far, you can start to piece everything together yourself in your head, if you get what I mean, right? Especially considering that they've already said she was threatening to expose the relationship. So one can only assume that she was a witness in her own case. You get what I'm saying? But we don't know that yet. So as of right now, that part of the case hasn't been fully laid out publicly.
The details of the allegations that have made, particularly with that special circumstance, will be produced in court.
Now we're at a point where we know, according to the authorities, that there was an ongoing situation between the two, that Celeste at one point was living under the same roof as David, and that he had direct and recurring access to her. And on that final night, she threatened to expose that. And from there, they allege everything escalated, leading to her murder. Now, one of the biggest questions people have been asking is, why did all this take so long? Why did it take this long for the police to make an arrest? And according to the authorities, a big part of that comes down to the condition of Celeste's remains. Because of how much time had passed between her death and when she was unfortunately discovered in the manner she was discovered, it delayed the medical examiner's ability to determine a clear cause of death. And that also meant that crucial evidence had either degraded or completely disappeared over time, unfortunately. On top of that, investigators were also dealing with something else, a massive amount of false information that was spreading online. If you guys remember, when this story first broke, things were pretty chaotic. There was a lot being said, and the majority of it was actually not accurate. And even a lot of very popular media outlets ended up pushing information that wasn't fully verified at all. And because law enforcement had to sort through all of that information while trying to piece together what was done to Celeste, it made this investigation that much more difficult, and ultimately, that's what added all this time to it. Now, another key reason why this case took time is because, according to the authorities, there was no direct eyewitness who actually saw what happened to Celeste. And on top of that, they also didn't have any clear footage that directly shows David committing the act. So, what that meant was investigators had to rely on something else, a full and extremely thorough investigation. They went through digital evidence, they went through forensic evidence, and every lead they could find, while also speaking to witnesses. And according to the authorities, not everyone they spoke to was cooperative. So before bringing any charges, they wanted the highest level of confirmation possible based on everything they had collected. And that brings us to another question people have been asking. What makes them so confident that they can actually prove this case? It comes down to the totality of the evidence. They say they have a combination of physical evidence, forensic evidence, and digital evidence that they plan to present in court. In fact, they say the amount of evidence collected totals over 40 terabytes. Not gigabytes, terabytes. And based on everything they've gathered, they believe they can prove their case.
Hold on. I just want y'all to understand how big 40 terabytes is of evidence. Like, gang. My 2 iPhones, I have, I believe, a terabyte only on this phone. Right? I think I only got a terabyte. But iPhones are starting to come with 2 terabytes. So just think about this for 1 second. I have 1 terabyte. You see that right there? I have a 1 terabyte, and I've already used 406 gigabytes. They're telling me, so basically what we just went through, there is 40 terabytes of evidence. That don't sit right with y'all. Like, am I tweaking? Okay, anyway.
David beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, at the same time, his legal team is pushing to move things forward, requesting a preliminary hearing within the next 10 days. Right now, we don't know exactly what that evidence is or what it looks like in detail. And anyone who tells you that they have that evidence is obviously lying. But that's something we're likely going to learn very soon. What we do know is that based on everything that's been laid out so far, this case is way worse than we thought. And we're only just starting to see what it looks like. Now, with all that being said, I think it's important we stay focused on what actually happened here. A child lost her life. And that's something that shouldn't get lost in all these very grim and dark details or all the noise around his case. Celeste had her whole life ahead of her. You know, it was taken from her.
I can mute the whole entire stream. Everything. Okay, we paused.
Now, most people have already heard about this story. Popular singer David, spelled Celeste, it made this investigation that much more difficult, and ultimately, that's what added all this time to it. Now, another key reason why this case took time is because, according to the authorities, there was no direct eyewitness who actually saw what happened to Celeste. And on top of that, they also didn't have any clear footage that directly shows David committing the act. So, what that meant was investigators had to rely on something else, a full and extremely thorough investigation. They went through digital evidence, they went through forensic evidence, and every lead they could find, while also speaking to witnesses. And according to the authorities, not everyone they spoke to was cooperative. So before bringing any charges, they wanted the highest level of confirmation possible based on everything they had collected. And that brings us to another question people have been asking. What makes them so confident that they can actually prove this case? It comes down to the totality of the evidence. They say they have a combination of physical evidence, forensic evidence, and digital evidence that they plan to present in court. In fact, they say the amount of evidence collected totals over 40 terabytes. Not gigabytes, terabytes. And based on everything they've gathered, they believe they can prove their case against David beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, at the same time, his legal team is pushing to move things forward, requesting a preliminary hearing within the next 10 days. Right now, we don't know exactly what that evidence is or what it looks like in detail. And anyone who tells you that they have that evidence is obviously lying. But that's something we're likely going to learn very soon. What we do know is that based on everything that's been laid out so far, this case is way worse than we thought. And we're only just starting to see what it looks like. Now, with all that being said, I think it's important we stay focused on what actually happened here. A child lost her life. And that's something that shouldn't get lost in all these very grim and dark details or all the noise around his case. Celeste had her whole life ahead of her. You know, it was taken from her. And it was all taken from her in a situation she should have never been in to begin with. And that's not something anyone can put on her because Celeste was a child. And children aren't capable of understanding the kind of situations they're being placed in. It's just tragic. And it's a reminder of how important it is that we protect children in this world and take situations like this seriously. Rest in peace to Celeste Rivas. And I hope justice is served for what was done to this little girl. I'm out.
Yeah, what he said is true though. Chat, I ain't even gonna lie. What he said is
I think
factually true. Like, do y'all not understand? Like, we lost a not we, just they, like her family lost a 13-year-old girl, and like the mother, the father, whatever, aunts, you know, nieces, nephews, whatever the case may be, uncles, like they don't have her no more. So it's like, it's low-key like kind of crazy when you think about it, because it's like, bro, it's really crazy because dude met her at 18, she was 13. All the stuff that he been saying for so long, and like all his stuff, like interviews and stuff like that, it all makes sense.
All the noise around his case. And that's something that shouldn't get lost in all of these very grim and dark details. All the noise around his case. And that's something that shouldn't get lost in all of these very grim and dark details.
So I just wonder, like, where do you go from here, bro? You know? Anyway, I feel like there's so much that can be said about this, but also, like, so let's read what's currently today, what I had from today. So I had something from today, and it was, if I can go through my phone real quick, I had this. This was from today. So we all knew about this beforehand. I just want to make sure I put it in order, in correct order. So let me look through my phone real fast. So we had, okay, this first, this second, third, and fourth, and then then we had this, and this. I believe that's what the 7 things. Okay, wow, this is a lot. All right. So this was first, okay. I don't even know if I even want to do the 30-minute video of this situation because it's really ridiculous. I don't think I want to. I'm not really in the mood, but let's do this one first. So look, let's put that up on the screen. So I'm reading from my phone. Y'all can read it from right here. But just what it said though. It says prosecutors say that David dismembered the 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez with a chainsaw after stabbing her to death in his garage to silence her. Oof. Okay. That was that part. Now we get to the second part. We can read this part from No Jumper. All right, in the post, No Jumper has this, in the post from No Jumper, it reads, he says, David has been charged with murder and other offenses in connection with the death of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Prosecutors allege in newly released court documents that Burke stabbed her multiple times and used a chainsaw and possibly other tools to dismember her in April 2025. Burke's attorneys denied the allegations as prosecutors weigh pursuing the death penalty in a case against him. Prosecutors allege Burke, now 21, killed the 14-year-old girl on April 23rd, 2025, dismembering her nearly 2 weeks later and left her remains in the trunk of his Tesla, which was reported abandoned in Hollywood Hills and later impounded. I mean, like, come on now, bro. Like, this is just ridiculous, bro. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, there's so much evidence, bro. Then, Say Cheese TV, by the way, they also put out something today. So this was by Say Cheese TV. Let's just zoom that up real quick. It says, prosecutors claim that David bought 2 chainsaws online, used them to dismember her body in an inflatable pool. In other Discord messages, David revealed that he loved watching gore videos and was so addicted to them he didn't even cringe. And this is great. Like, you know, this is great. Like, and then it reads here from Say Cheese TV, and I quote, David went on Amazon and purchased a couple of chainsaws after he stabbed Celeste Rivas and stood by while she bled out. This according to prosecutors in the case. According to the new docs filed by prosecutors, investigators claim the singer was stabbed Rivas to death at the Hollywood Hills home on April 23rd, 2025. After ordering an Uber to bring the 14-year-old all the way from her family's home in Lake Elsinore, California. Once she was there, prosecutors alleged David stabbed Celeste to death and the next day ordered a shovel from the Home Depot, which was delivered to his home through Postmates. Postmates is crazy. About a week later, on May 1st, they alleged he purchased 2 chainsaws from Amazon, also delivered to his home, and 4 days later followed up by buying a body bag, heavy-duty laundry bags, and a blue inflatable pool. They claimed David went to pay their purchases under the fake name Victoria Mendez. That just like, I don't know how I was really supposed to think about this chat. Like, this is just, y'all don't know how crazy this is, but for me, like, I'm gonna just keep it a bean. I'm in my 20s as well. I'm getting close to my late 20s though. And to just like read stuff like this, it's just like, it just, I don't know, bro. Like, it don't seem real, but it's real. Like, what are we supposed to say to that? Goodness. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. And the thing about it is, there's more videos out there, obviously, to watch that I really do be wanting to react to on stream, but it's like, I just some of the lore you hear is insane. It just makes you think, like, what else information could we possibly be missing? Because, this happened years ago, right? And now fast forward, all the information has been there. Like it's literally been there. I feel so bad. I paused for so long, but I had to talk to family, bro. But like that's just what it be. But anyway, let's get to the next thing. So, yeah, that was just, yeah, that's just what it was, bro. Like I don't know. But I'm gonna remove all that. Let's get to the next content video. I can't remember what it was. I know I got it in my phone. What is this video? 19 minutes and 32 seconds. What is this? I don't remember what this is. Hold on, let's see. What is this? So this is the okay. So this is the video right here. This is all right, YouTube, welcome back to another live stream reaction. We about to react to the Core Boys. So remember from FaZe. So this is the FaZe group, old FaZe clan. So I believe y'all know about the allegations from FaZe Banks, you know, basically screwing over Adapt, Silky, Ron. It's a whole bunch. But they came out, I keep going. What's his name? Marlon and all of them. So basically, like, it's just been, you know, there's a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on with it's still that. So we're gonna react to this too, and then we might end stream, or we might end stream. We'll think about it, but we're gonna feel me. I'm gonna react to this real quick. Let's dive into this reaction.
Welcome to the new house, yes! Let's do it!
New house, new crib.
You gotta pop it off. You gotta show them.
This my room. So right when you step in, obviously you have my room. I'm gonna be staying at, you know, kind of gay. Kind of like very, you know, library-wise, like kind of like old vibe, you know, vintage. You know what I'm saying? I think that should be it because it's older vibe. Anyways, man, so this is my room, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know what I'm thinking for. I think I'm gonna do like something like vintage. Obviously, this doesn't really fit the box. It's like different colors and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
It's really well decorated.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. This is right now like an office, but I think I'm gonna turn it into a bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, right over the bed, make this a little more. So it's like bedroom vibe, go right out to the work vibe. So I both places, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously the bathroom, nothing crazy to see in there, but also first floor, right outside, you know, see everything.
It's like a gaming chair.
Oh my god.
Wow. Someone's calling. Ring. Do not dream.
First floor vibes, you know what I'm saying? And another one was on the first floor.
Right over there. Go
Why is he running?
come on, bro.
Why is he doing that? Yo, still, where are you going?
Welcome to my humble abode. So as you guys may see, it is a very open area. So you do see a lot of my old stuff from the last house here. I'm gonna make this into a crazy.
No, you
the shit that you moved. Wow.
What?
Oh my god.
No way, Woo.
You're really propelling against the odds.
We learned that we prevailed above all odds. I have haters, but it's okay.
So basically, you're removing everything out of this room and turning it into a stream room.
Yes, and then I have back here like a little office area. Maybe you know, Marlon was talking about turning that room of his into like a bedroom. This might be like on some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like what?
This is where you go bring the bitches.
Is this me?
isn't me.
Go do that.
Wait,
show the kitchen though. Show the kitchen.
our official kitchen. This is our kitchen.
Wow.
Mad cooking segments in here.
Holy shit!
Yep, there it is.
Wait, are these two fridges or a freezer? What the fuck?
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
One's a freezer, no?
No, wait, they're both fridges.
Hey, rice and crackers could hit in here.
Rice and crackers.
What? Rice and crackers.
Rice and crackers.
Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper.
That shit.
Yo, okay, we gotta keep this clean though. Our last kitchen was disgusting.
Flies everywhere.
Listen. If you have trash,
Y'all were the reason why
take
it was
it out.
disgusting. Y'all didn't clear them out to yourself.
I guess.
No,
Do your job. Very simple. Just throw your trash out.
I remember we did a cleaning segment. Okay.
Yes, yeah. I forced.
That was 4 days after.
All right, listen, this is my stream setup. You know I got the
Captain Arlington.
Fuck Arlington. What? Yeah. Fuck Arlington. Yo, he's tripping. Anyways, listen, this is probably where I'm gonna put my setup. Big angle right here. We got a bar over here. I'm probably gonna put all the production shit over here. Yep.
Different lights.
Connect 4 on the roof. Look,
Why do you have
exquisite?
bro? There's nothing to go in.
What the fuck is this about?
Chill. Anyway, access to the pool that is working on the pool, but it's huge backyard. Should we go to the backyard or wait? We should wait.
We could.
We could take it to the backyard.
Let's just take it to the backyard.
It's huge.
Look at this view. Look at this fucking view, man.
Wow.
It's all right.
I think you should already know PrizePicks is now available in most states.
Download the PrizePicks app and start playing today.
Your Mazda RX-7 could never be my Porsche 911. Oh, really? Challenge accepted. I don't have enough cash to max out all my stats, so I'm gonna try and...
Just imagine what we could do with this.
I don't think if we tried, we could get
Yo, we should try to do that.
But we should try.
We have a 360 driveway, so it goes all the
IRL rocking
And
it.
unfortunately, there'll never be a driveway segment again.
Yeah, I mean, not unfortunately.
Nah, my chat love that.
They told us that is a brand new $12,000.
No, they did not.
No, it is.
Brand new.
Wait, did they grill?
Yes, there's a full barbecue.
So check it?
Bro,
Look at it.
can you imagine the hot dogs we could make out here?
No fucking.
Okay, now you're talking my language.
Right?
Now you're talking my language.
Everybody together.
Why is Lazy so hype over
So this is $12,000.
Oh my God!
Look how much
Wait, are
room
we not
we
gonna
have.
put the cover back on?
Especially compared to the last crib.
I mean, it's infinite.
Yo, T, come on, bro. We gotta put this back on.
Oh, you're right.
Hey, we gotta take care of you.
This is how we start. This is how we start. Everybody help. Do your job.
Wait, Rob, wait.
Oh, bring it.
Right in that direction.
We did it back.
You got it?
We did it, boys. We did it.
We're locking in.
Did it, man.
Start. Oh my God. Drew's house. Games out here?
Oh, we put yoga mats and shit like that so we could start stretching ourselves out.
Down low again. You already yelled, bro. Like,
He wants to start stretching us out.
Well, actually, we don't have to put the yoga mats out here
because
Perfect.
right
segue.
inside to the left, we got a gym.
Why is he getting excited?
We're locked.
I think we have to go around.
And we didn't show this part yet, you're right. This is the new living room. We got a nice brand new couch.
show the ceilings.
Big space, tall ceiling, chandelier on a ceiling. Our prized possession.
Right there.
Redacted clan.
The content organization of the year.
Yeah, we had two.
And we're gonna get the third.
And the stream reward goes to Face Clan.
We're coming for that third. That is my favorite area of the house. I'm gonna be in here every single morning. Adapt is changing me. He's transforming me.
Dad just hit you now.
Yes.
Why
You gave up on me. You gave up on me.
Stop touching my waist, bro.
We just build the gym in here. I have everything.
We gotta between the walls.
And I'm forcing y'all, Ron and Lacey in here every day.
You're not.
Yeah, hold on. We got it.
Your ass.
Yo!
This is a real theater.
Mafia night!
All right. I have a little rusty.
Hurry up.
Welcome to the game of Mafia.
Somebody dead shit is
Someone gassed the that's a Ron fart. I know a Ron fart when I smell one. As you can see, we have an entire bowling alley. Wait, Ron.
Ron, let me bowl you. Let me bowl you. Who do you think you are?
Push him in there.
Guys,
There it is.
Wait, there's a TV. Wait, there's a
there's a fucking TV.
All right, go ahead.
Go!
Actually got gotta do a tournament.
You are ass.
Holy gutter.
You know what's exciting? That's embarrassing. Can I bowl?
No, James.
They say.
Why would you break it first day?
You're not good.
I think we're good.
I'm tired.
I mean, you can really do anything with this.
What's next?
It's such a big area.
Really have some parties down here.
I think.
DJ table.
We can low-key do absolutely nothing for the next 12 months here.
Down, up and up and down. Like, yeah.
Silky?
Actually, yeah. He did say that because he had to put his.
Interest or late fees.
Ew, there's like poop stains
We gotta have.
There's a fucking TV!
Alright, go ahead. Show off. Go.
We actually gotta do a tournament.
You are ass.
Holy gutter.
You know what's exciting? That's embarrassing. Can I bowl?
No, James.
They say.
We can low-key do absolutely nothing for the next 12 months here.
We have this. We gotta clear this out.
Fresh lemonade.
Sorry, kid, I don't get paid till Friday.
Just use Bridget and get up to $250 instantly with no credit check, interest, or late fees.
Ew, there's like poop stains
We gotta have.
Hey, you see hooks on the roof?
Whoa, why is that up there?
No, there's some weird shit going on in here, bro. Trust me.
Over here, Kason. I think this is your spot, right?
What? Alright, so I guess I'm in the most secluded part of the place. Please do not enter that. So we got no outlets. But we have more real estate than the last house. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, that's very nice.
I'll just probably put the setup
Wait,
right here.
you told me that it was that room over there.
Oh, is it different?
Yeah, I said this.
Oh, wow, that's even nicer.
Oh, shit. You got outlets.
You got like the evil professor type of
nice.
vibe.
Go ahead.
Actually, yeah. He did say that because he had to put his clothes in.
Yeah, closet.
Because you had that whole room.
Set up the
closet.
door here.
Exactly.
Set up the
If you get thirsty, there's a water pipe right behind you, too.
A lot of ventilation.
A lot of ventilation.
Yeah, good AC. A lot of colors, too.
Soundproof, too. It's all concrete.
The lights. And install some windows. Maybe get some.
Nah.
Fuck no.
Give it up for Kason.
Congrats, Kason.
Thank you guys for the upgrade.
That'll be okay, man. That's greatness right there.
This is a 19-car garage.
With a brand new Audi! This is your car?
I don't know what happened.
Dead ass.
This is really nice. Bro, did you get shot?
Wait, we walk with like some
Son.
Like some niggas be trying hard, some niggas got it. Me and my boy Mark.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Let's pick it up the pace. Okay, yeah, let's get up
Why
there.
did I get excluded from that?
He's like, whose idea was it to work out right now?
No, Ron, this is where you said he was gonna do sprints every day.
No, this
Remember?
is
Like up and down, up and down, up and down.
Running?
Like, yeah.
Silky? Oh, I'm almost. Should we go upstairs? And Dad, I'm gonna let you take it off here.
Yeah, little balcony area. I don't know what to do with this. This is where I'm at.
Holy shit!
Kind of a vibe, though.
You mastered it.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I know you're gonna go crazy in this.
Fuck a hole for me on that couch.
Hey, how many sponsors you bringing in?
Yes, Jay. Yes, Jay.
Yes, Jay.
Oh my
God.
I think I'm gonna put my setup here. So this is where I'm gonna stream, right?
Fuck with this.
What do y'all think about this?
I like this a lot.
I put the chat TV here. I put like some cool stuff here.
Fucks with this.
Now you want to know what is insane? No, the bathroom is nuts.
Yo!
I might actually have to use that, bro.
His, hers, time to start a family.
You got a 360 panoramic closet.
Oh, this is a 360.
What the?
Yo, this is tough.
Yeah, bro.
You can fucking have a seat in your
shit.
Like, you have sex in here too.
Imagine
Why do you all keep thinking about me having sex?
Bro, you gotta find somebody right here for us, bro. Like, right here, right there. Yes.
Because that's what she said. Oh, I want a sweater. You say,
Yo, how horny are you?
This is fucking insane. Out of all the cribs I've lived in, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, you might fuck with this. She likes this shit.
wait, this shit don't work.
This shit broke.
You got a bidet? Put on gun, you got a bidet.
It's a bidet, it's not a bidet.
Oh, bro.
Bro, Silky. Bro, that's how it came, bro.
Okay, the amenities. Okay.
I'm getting old, man.
You the most hospitable.
I can borrow my
You're so courteous. You're courageous. You so hospitable to talentless.
Jay, if you borrow that water break, you just bring it back?
Yeah, I'm gonna borrow this.
Wait, where's the wait? Can I borrow water?
Yeah, you just can bring it back?
So right here, we actually have 4 bedrooms, all basically right next to each other. And I decided to take this bedroom right here as my main bedroom. You know, I got the bed, the TV, I got the couch. I'm gonna be putting it nasty in this bed. Hell yeah. So right next door is actually my stream room right through here. Desk is gonna be in that corner. I already got it all set up. We got the jerseys on the wall, Kobe, Luka, and Shaq.
Bro, how do you get this shit up so fast?
Because I'm about business.
Oh shit! What the fuck? I swear I don't use Spider-Man.
Oh, this is sick.
This
is tough, right?
Fucking go.
Yeah, so these are from Ron and Dad for my birthday, and this was also for my birthday. I actually just got this couch right here too.
Shaq and Kobe.
You should put like turf out here. You think that it's possible to hit a trick shot?
A trick shot?
To the basketball court from here?
Oh yeah, you need an arm.
That's impossible.
Like, oh my god, you know what you do?
Maybe with a catapult.
You really wearing an apple, bro?
It's Valenti.
This
Yeah.
That's fire.
Are you gonna let Marlon go?
No, my room.
No, Al Lacey, we just got, bro, he's ruined the wood in the new house, bro.
He's gonna take off my shirt.
No.
Hey! Let's get gay. This is my room right here. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice room. It's calm. I stole a Dab's Messi jersey, hung it up on the wall. Wait, Dad! Hey! I also stole that Messi or the Mike Tyson one. No, stole that shit.
That's my turn.
This where I'm gonna be fucking.
You got a chocolate bar on the bed?
Little gold roof. You and Jason connect?
No, there's no way.
You should have banged on the wall like Jason. Wake up.
No.
They don't make these anymore, bro. Tell them they don't make these anymore.
Oh, the big ones died. They
No, they don't make the big ones, but this is
I
my.
got the real one, though.
Look at my closet.
What are y'all?
Look at this shit. Yeah, low key. It's fake nice.
Nah, this looks like the Louis store.
Mad Louis over here. Damn, I see you. Holy shit. LeBron Hennessy. Holy shit.
Wait, what the?
Hey. Still, get away from the
That's
Hennessy.
the fucking king.
This looks like a drink for Thanos.
Wait,
That shit kind of look like a drink for Thanos. You ruin everything.
That's racist.
Alright, listen, everyone's rooms look bad organized. I don't know why and how. It's been a day since we arrived.
Weird. How is it? Shut up.
My fucking room is nowhere near organized. Matter of fact, let me put the blinds up.
It's dead of
Oh, get the fuck out of my bed. We're outside. Get out of my bed!
Yo, Jay.
Hey!
What the fuck?
Why do you have all this paperwork?
Explain yourself right
Jay.
now.
I told y'all when Jay asked to party, you gotta tell him no.
My skin is
And you're
dry.
friends with D.
I like that.
And your friends with
That's
Diddy.
your last
Sold as a set is crazy. I'm not
I want to
gonna
go shopping, bro.
Bro, me too.
All my shoes right here. Gotta organize everything. Come in my closet. It's pretty dirty. Not organized at all. I just started. This took me like 2 hours. I did this by myself.
Segments are gonna hit in here.
I know, bro. Look, man, my chat, they love the sim shit. So yeah, I'm being here. Look, got SpongeBob socks. Not as organized, but
That's my shit.
that was my shit.
This is personally my favorite part of the
Bro,
crib.
Liz, I was gonna say the same thing.
For real?
No, actually, I'm not gonna lie.
It's the best
The
part.
outside is the best thing with this house, I think.
I didn't even know we had a staircase right here.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know where to go.
Go this way, maybe? Yo, I'm deadass getting lost in here.
Driveway, no, this shit is
Got a pile of clothes you never wear anymore? Turn them into cash with Vinted. Snap a photo, list your item. Easy. Once it sells, the
We deadass will never have another parking segment in our lives.
No, we gotta figure out a way.
Look at the parking! Is that the S680 Maybach?
Come on, look. I breathe. So my logo, it got stolen. No, don't yank. Okay, it's movable.
Oh, you got a new one.
Oh my!
You just made it snap.
Yo,
Yo, can we show him the court, bro?
Yes, please, bro.
You should be the most hyped about this because now there's no way you're gonna hit anyone's car in their driveway.
That's true.
I never did that,
I feel like you'll still find a way.
I never did that.
You will find a way.
And Silky should also be the most excited for this, because
No more.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I got it.
No more air balls, Woo.
You gotta get better.
I'm the most excited for
You gotta
this.
put some
Because you
work
are
in,
shit,
bro.
yeah.
A full basketball court and tennis court.
It's all good, man.
Bro, there's no reason we shouldn't all get nice. Like, I'm actually about to get my jumper back.
What do you mean, get it back?
Like, I had a
You
jumper
have
before.
never had a jumper.
I got a jumper.
Hold on, ready?
You got a jumper.
Only me and you have jumper.
Hold on, Dad.
But also, too, it's nice. At night, it's lit up.
Yo, I will dead out start a family tomorrow if he makes his jump shot.
It's not happening.
Nobody made a shot yet.
Sugi, go ahead, bro. Shoot the ball.
Try it.
Sugi, shoot the fucking ball, bro. You are ass.
Y'all not doing that.
Look.
Come on, go next.
Say no more, Silk. Say no more.
Show y'all how it's done, bro. Show y'all how it's done.
Wait, hold on. I got one. Ready? Wait.
That's hard. Right still.
Too bad Makai wasn't guarding you, cause damn.
Hell no.
Oh my God.
There's nobody gonna take us on this court.
Nobody. Yo, listen, I'm gonna say it right now. We challenge anybody. Come get it.
We do have a very good 5v5 rotation.
We have the best player on the squad.
Yes.
And y'all looking at him right now.
Yo, so you set screens, gang. Just set screens to get rebounds,
Fuck with
right?
them and run.
Set screens to get rebounds. Play each other.
Bang!
We'll figure out a role for you and Jason.
It's kind of fake.
But look at this. This is DDG. Y'all know who that guy is. But he's doing like the Chris Brown thing. And like he's doing like the meet and greet crap too. Like Chris Brown was. And they just said like, bro feeling like breezy. Like look at some of the comments. Bro feeling like breezy. Let's cancel this ninja while he's up. While he went in too much. Oh man. This dude DDG really moving like Chris Brown. You know what? It's so crazy. DDG has close to 7 million followers, and like I'm one of them. Cause I've been a fan of DDG for a minute. Maybe not his music, but his YouTube content. Like. He really do make good music. Like I ain't gonna lie. We need a YouTube video to really break that down.
Just look at it from this angle.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Just really the core.
No, fries.
No, this is a full-on compound.
Nah, this is the beginning. Out of all the cribs I think I've lived in, this is
your 30th
the best
content
one.
house, bro.
You did it.
Pretty
I
sick.
feel like you say that every house.
Yo, wait. I'm not even kidding. Them three combined is 115 years old. Are we? Oh my God.
Wait, 31, 29.
28.
You're 28?
You're 28.
God, 18 years old?
What do you mean, goddamn?
28.
Wait, Casey,
I'm the youngest between them.
I'm 31. 31 teen.
Oh, that's not bad.
31. Bro, everyone thinks I'm 40. 31. They had 9 years.
31
You're almost 30.
I'm 32 this year.
But listen, y'all, please do us a favor. Like and subscribe to this channel.
Please.
It's a brand new channel. The old one that we had last year. We lost the password. So we're starting
we can't get that one back.
from scratch. This is our first video. You're gonna see videos on the channel every week, and we will be live tomorrow. All right, listen, y'all. We had a little bit of technical issues. We could not get internet. So now our first stream together is May 2nd. Little adjustment. We will be live on the 2nd of May. Tap in.
We're coming for it, man. Let's get it,
bro.
Boom! Thing on Twitch. Is it called Core Official or is it? I don't know. So there's another thing I might want to react to, and I'm thinking about, do I really want to? And it was this video right here, but from Gideon. More.
I have proof that family members have been to that rental house before.
Before we start, I just want y'all to see this. So we had Cloud right here. This is Cloud. This is Cloud9 right there in the little drop corner. As y'all know, Gideon is, you know, a well-known content creator who catches pedophiles nowadays. So I just wanted to really look at this video from a whole perspective. Let me sit up so y'all can actually see. So basically, this guy right here, the guy talking, is, I guess he's a prosecutor of some sort, or he's helping on the case. And I don't know if I'm like, he's saying from this whole entire video, it's 30 minutes long. I don't have the most craziest attention span. Lord knows what made me record this. But basically, in short, he broke it down by saying that her family knew that she was with him and all this extra good stuff. So yeah, I personally feel like it's kind of accurate. The families knew. Her family knew for sure. Cause you're telling me basically, let me just make this a little bit smaller so y'all can see my face. Her family knew, bro, cause like, you're telling me you see a black Tesla pull up in front of your house and you know that, you know, David is the one with this girl, with your daughter or whatever family member is in the house. So I don't know what else you're supposed to get out of that, but you know, just in short, like, yeah, that's kind of what it is. So I got more reactions coming soon though for other stuff. Oh, you know what? Here goes another one. Actually, let's watch this real quick. Let's watch this. I don't want to watch this actually. I had a great idea. That's not what I wanted to watch anyway. I need to scroll back in my footage. Where is it? I recorded it, but I didn't think we were actually gonna watch it. This is the last thing. Alright, boom. Yep, is it right? Instead of watching that, let's watch this. Let's watch this, chat. So I had another different video in mind that I wanted to watch instead, with y'all.
DSpace has been dominated by how much some top earners.
Oh, boom. So this is OnlyFans is collapsing. I'm excited about this because we do not like anything related to them people. These people make so much money off of them showing quote-unquote explicit content. You feel me? And so welcome back YouTube. First off, this is DSeanReeseJones. We are live every week. I'm off work as this is my week off. But hey, did I go back to work? Y'all just know when I'm live, I'm off work, okay? This is what it is. All right, but let's get to the stream. Let's get to the stream. Let's get to the content. Let's get it going. Subscribe, like the video.
Are making on. But what hasn't really been discussed is how the company has lost billions of dollars in valuation in a very short amount of time. And things just got even more messy because is now in a very bad situation after the CEO passed away. So essentially, you have one of the biggest platforms in the world, especially when it comes to that profitability per employee metric that you've probably seen online. And they just lost the one person running it and almost nobody knew who he really was and that he existed. So the dude never gave interviews. There's really no real footage of him online. And one of the only pictures of him online was the one from his LinkedIn that had no ties to the platform whatsoever. So that's a little bit interesting. But for years, he was quietly making billions running one of the most controversial platforms on the internet. But then, in just the last month, he passed away and left the entire business in limbo. So, I mean, to catch everyone up to speed here, OF was created in 2016 by a guy named Tim Stokely. He was the youngest kid in a family from Essex, England.
So think about this real quick. OnlyFans has been out since 2016, so it's only been out for 10 years. And you gotta think, OnlyFans was not made really for explicit content. It was really supposed to be in competition with Patreon. And I think that was his competition at the time. Right? Like when you wanted to post things that you couldn't post on, let's say, YouTube, or you would go to Patreon. You would go to you go to Patreon. Patreon is like the first thing that would cross my mind. You go to Patreon, you say, okay, boom, this is my content. I'm about to post it here on Patreon, and that's it. But now this changes the game, because it's like, bro, like OnlyFans went explicit, but Patreon was also explicit. I don't know. All right, back to the video.
And he spent years trying to launch internet business after internet business and had a whole lot of failures. And the guy burned through a whole bunch of his own money and goodwill from friends and family, to put it lightly. But his dad, Guy, real name by the way, he watched multiple projects go essentially nowhere and had funded more than a few of them. So when Tim came back with yet another idea, he went, okay, here's £10,000 and that's the last one I'm funding. Little did he know though, that money became the seed funds. And the original structure was simple. Creators set a monthly price, subscribers paid it, and the platform keeps 20%. And I guess the creator walks away with 80%. Tim's original pitch wasn't necessarily focused on adult content, but the idea had been open to anyone who could build a paying audience, including adult creators, since 2017. And from the start, it was a family operation in the early days, with Tim's brother, Tom, running the operations, and their father, Guy, handling the finances. Guy, I guess, was just their guy and father. And that one group, I guess they figured out the model faster than anyone else. And that showed up in some serious numbers, because in 2018, the platform was gaining traction, but running headfirst into some structural problems. The payment processors that made it possible to, actually collect the money from the subscribers weren't a big fan of the adult side of their business. And obviously, no payment processing means no business, full stop. So Tim sold it. And the buyer was someone that almost nobody had heard of, and nobody would really hear of him for many years to come. His name was Leonid Ravinsky, who was born in Odessa, Ukraine in 1982. His family relocated to Chicago while he was still a kid, and he studied economics at Northwestern University and graduated in 2002. And from that point forward, he essentially built an entire career at, scaling internet companies while keeping his name almost completely out of circulation. And even after he became the owner of one of the most talked about platforms on the planet, a single photo of him made the rounds, the same one over and over, which was attached to a LinkedIn profile that described him as the president at Leo.com and, completely left OF out of the picture. So essentially what we know about this guy is he lived in a $19 million waterfront property in Miami, but he gave 0 interviews. He made no public statements. He was, I guess, for every practical purpose, someone who did not want to be found. What he was always doing, however, was running his own things, and he'd been building.
I think you should already know PrizePicks is now available in most states.
Download the PrizePicks app and start playing today.
If you've been in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this AI app instead. That's what I did. And
internet businesses since he was a teenager. And by his mid-20s, he'd been.
You see a girl with OnlyFans link in her bio. You talking to her? Like, let's be for real. Like, no, bro, you're not talking to her, bro. Like, I just like. So that's why it has a bad rap, bro. Like, That's just what it is, bro. OnlyFans has a bad rap. No other way to put it. Like, for real. Like, there's no other way to put it. Like, OnlyFans has a bad rap because it's explicit content. There's no other way to really put it. Like, why are we acting surprised? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, everybody knows, bro, once you see stuff, gang. Come on now, for real, bro. like we not even about to do this, bro. Like, I just don't know why people act like that. Like, they act like when you think of OnlyFans, like when you see a Patreon, that's different. But when you see like stuff like when you see stuff like Patreon, like the Patreon versus OnlyFans thing is like, this is really not for no debate. But anyway.
Built and operated more than 10 websites, developing a deep understanding in, I guess, the mechanics of adult content or entertainment and how that whole payment structure works and how he can get that to work without getting banned. And since he understood how this industry worked, when he was presented with the chance to buy, he did so in 2018 for $30 million. And it's safe to say that was a phenomenal investment for him because in 2019, the platform processed around $300 million in total payments and cleared around $7 million in profit. Then a year later, that gross payment volume hit $2.2 billion. Then by 2021, it was approaching $5 billion. And none of these numbers were being announced, but the company files with the UK as required. But Leonid had no interest in turning any of these numbers into some massive press release like many other entrepreneurs would. But then came that moment that probably told you more about OF than anything else, because in August of 2021, the platform announced that it was going to ban explicit content. Now, that was confusing to a lot of people, because that kind of sounds like if Burger King announced it was going to stop selling burgers. So why would they ever do that? Well, it makes sense a little bit later on when you get the full picture. But obviously, the response from the creators on their platform was immediate and very clear. So 6 days later, the ban was reversed, and I guess that just showed the creators that they're the product. They actually have the power here of this platform. Because at the end of the day, the platform cannot exist without the creators and the consumers paying for it. So the reason all this actually matters becomes a whole lot more clear once you look at the numbers, though. Because in 2024, they processed $7.2 billion in total transactions between the fans and the creators. OF's cut of that was about 20%, and that came out to $1.41 billion in net revenue.
Y'all knew OF had a TV network? When was this? When did this come out? 2023? When did OnlyFans get a net? Okay, I could have got that.
That is a behemoth of a company. But after expenses, pre-tax profit landed at $684 million, with the entire operation ran by only 46 full-time employees. That is insane. And then Leonid's personal payouts track the platform's growth as you would pretty much expect, because in 2021, he collected around $284 million. In 2022, he collected $338 million. In 2023, he collected $472 million. And then in 2024, he collected $701 million, which works out to about $2 million per day every day for the entire year, which means the total earnings pulled between 2021 and 2024 were just under $1.8 billion from a company that he paid roughly $30 million for. That might be one of the best investments of all time. But at the same time, the distribution between the creators is wildly uneven because, you have this whole notion where a bunch of people would start an OF and make a whole bunch of money. But for the most part,
So you heard what he just said, right? So people would start OnlyFans, right? Boom, they start OnlyFans. They start doing whatever, blase, and then start making all this money. So some good examples could be like Bad Baby, when she just turned 18 and she made $1 million. What was it? She made $1 million in like a few minutes or like an hour, something like that. It was something crazy. Like, y'all don't understand, bro. Like, these people go on OnlyFans, especially these females, these women, they go on there and then they start making cheddar. Like, it's just printing money like these. Like, Sophie Rain. Oh, my God. Do y'all not know how much money Sophie Rain got, bro? Sophie Rain got so much money off of OnlyFans. Like, she retired her mom, her dad, her siblings, like, grandparents, if they're still living. Like, it doesn't make any sense, bro. And, like, this is what I be meaning when I be trying to say, like, OnlyFans was supposed to be Patreon. It really was supposed to be. I feel like that was the website's vision. It's just, like, that's what it gives. I just think it was supposed to be, that was the vision. And now it went to where it is now. Like, you just know if somebody's doing OnlyFans, they low-key, they a little bit of a freaky need, like. If they do OnlyFans, you just gotta be thinking like, dang, they're probably a freak nick. Yeah. Cause they are. I mean, what else are you supposed to say? Like, I don't, maybe it's just me. Anyway, back to the video. I just feel like that's what it is.
Not true. It's very similar to how Twitch is in a way. I don't really like drawing comparisons between Twitch and but, you know, you have a handful of top streamers on Twitch that make a crazy amount of money, and then the average streamer makes way below minimum wage.
You know what? What he's saying is facts. Hold on. Given that I'm streaming, I'm back to streaming now. He's right, which is not good, but he's right. So the way he's right is because, I guess, okay, so think of, in my left hand is OnlyFans, and my right hand is kicking Twitch, okay? In my left hand, you got people that's willing to pay for your content. Feel me? But it's a subscription. So let's put it this way. Let's pocket watch for like 20 seconds. Let's pocket watch, okay? We're gonna pocket watch. So let's say a person has a subscription of 3,000. 3,000 people say, hey, I want to pay the average subscription. Let's see. The average subscription cost for, let's just do Kick as, let's do Twitch. Average Twitch subscription sub price. Let's do that. $5.99. Excuse me. So, all right. So, boom. You basically telling people, yeah, I want to pay $3,000. I have 3,000 subs on Twitch. They're gonna pay me. They're gonna pay me $5.99. Look. So you have 3,000 subs times $5.99. That's $17,000. $17,970. Right? That's some crazy pocket. That's some crazy pocket watching. Then Twitch takes their 50%. So you times by 50%. You left with $8,985. You times that by 12. You're making over 100K. And that's not even including brand deals and everything else. Don't let me start getting to my pocket watching bag. I'm just saying. But so that's like one of these OnlyFans girls when they have 24,000 subscription people, just to see them a little nip slip. Anyway, so they got 24,000. So it's 24,000. So look, look. This is what he's saying. This is what he's saying from the video. 24,000 people can subscribe to you, right? On OnlyFans. This is for the females, right? And just think. 24,000. So this is about to be some crazy pocket watching, and you charge, let's say $9.99, right? A Netflix price. A female that charged 24,000 people to subscribe to her OnlyFans content, or her posting some little bikini pics, little nip slips, and you feel me? But look at this. The girl. This is some crazy pocket watching. So one of these females on OnlyFans, whoever got 24,000 subs, and they times it by $9.99, which was Netflix subscription, she getting paid from random people $230K. And that's not including the little donations from the texts, the little chats, the little videos, the little short that y'all not thinking. Y'all not thinking about this stuff. Like me, I'm thinking about this stuff. People make money just sitting. So just think about this. So then boom. And then he just said that OnlyFans takes a 20%. They take 20% of the creator's earnings. So that's how it was going broke. But you do 239K times 20%. So they only take 47,000. They only take 47K. That leaves that girl with, hold on, so 200, okay. So 239.70, right? So we're gonna copy this number. And I'm gonna do 239.70 minus the number I just got and paste. That leaves that girl with 191K. So you times that by 12. She comes out with 2.3 million in a year, nigga. Are you kidding me? Like this is what I'm talking about. This is what he's trying to say, that OnlyFans creators get paid crazy money because they showing a little bit of skin. So like when you really do pocket watching to a certain degree, you realize how many people really be like subscribing, donating, all this crap. And I'm not even, like me personally, I'm just doing Twitch and Kick for the love of the game. Like I love to live stream, I like to do content. But the OnlyFans concept, it's crazy work. Anyway, back to the video.
That's the case with as well. But I mean, that's just a whole nother topic for its own. But the thing is, by 2025, Leonid was looking for a buyer. And it didn't take long for him to realize, selling this platform is going to be a challenge. Because on paper, I mean, the investment is insane. Over $1.4 billion in annual net revenue, profit margins that most businesses would consider borderline unbelievable, roughly 380 million registered users, and fewer than 50 people on payroll. If you strip the context and handed someone the financial statements, they would assume they were looking at some sort of tech unicorn that had figured out everything. However, the context is the biggest problem here, because a large portion of the institutional investors, the ones with the actual capital to do a deal at this scale, they operate under something called vice clauses, which are restrictions embedded in their agreements with their own backers that prevent them from putting money into certain categories. Because often, these firms don't only use their own money, they have liquidity providers or people who invest money into them, and they operate as a hedge fund, and then they deploy other people's money with the end goal of, beating the S&P 500 in an annual return. And a lot of people just don't want their funds to go into, investing in these vice businesses, which considers adult content, tobacco, gambling, and weapons. So regardless of the numbers, a lot of the most obvious buyers are essentially blocked from even writing the check. Then you have the operational risks, which are, Visa and MasterCard. They've already shown that they could...
So I'm going to give you a quick story time about my personal life, about how I first figured out about OnlyFans, okay? So this was, this was like kind of after high school, right? This is kind of after high school. Girl at the time that I did date in high school, right? It was crazy. This is like some crazy lore by all means. But like I was single, okay? But I go to her dang, spit out, DJ. I go to her Instagram, and then you feel me? I'm looking at her, little bio, and I see OnlyFans, and I'm like, I know that's not what I think it is. Like, I'm like, you feel me? You do one of those, I know that's not what I think, but it could be what I think. So you feel me? I go on there, and I'm like, bro, she really got video. Like, I swear to God, where's my mama? She had videos, bro, of her playing with her, bro, she was playing with a kitty, bro. I swear to God, this is not even I swear on my mother. And I'm just like, so you feel me? Now I had to see what it was hidden for, because I was like, bro. So I bought it. Mind you, this is an ex-girlfriend. This is an ex-girlfriend from high school, twin. So I'm thinking of it. I'm like, okay, bro, you feel me? I'm on OnlyFans, bro. You know, I'm like, ain't no way, bro. She's made an OnlyFans. So I'm thinking nothing of it. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, she ain't, you know, she ain't doing nothing crazy on there, right? Wrong. Bro, she's literally on OnlyFans going, bro, I'm just like, there's no way. And, you feel me? I wonder if this is still up, because if it is, this would be the most funniest thing of my entire day. But, oh, man. Sign in with Google. I don't know if I still have my OnlyFans thing registered or not. We might. It might be, it might not be. I don't remember. I don't even remember what Gmail I use. I just know that this is the funniest thing ever, bro. This made my day at the time, bro. Because at the time, when I found out she had an OnlyFans, funniest thing of all time. Like, y'all just would not have get, like, it was just funny to me, bro. Because I'm like, bro, I dated this girl. I dated the girl. Feel me? She's my high school girlfriend. And we broke up in high school, obviously. But it was so crazy that she had an OnlyFans account. Like, oh, and then crazy thing about it, the same girl, mind you, she became a stripper, like, after this. So, you know, this is crazy. So I can say a girl I dated in high school, she became a stripper. Like, not many people can say that. But I can. I can say it, though, because it actually happened. Now, is she still on OnlyFans? Not that I know of. I mean, you feel me? The last time I ever seen a girl, bro, she had a kid, bro. That's the last thing that I know. There's really nothing else I can say about that. I mean, to keep it a bean, it seemed like she might have deleted the account. But this wasn't the account I used either, so I have no clue. This is not the account that I had. But everybody, I mean, personally, I feel like if you are a guy, you've probably went on the OnlyFans before, at least once, just to see what it's hitting for. Now, me personally, I've only went on there. I never went on there to actually subscribe to anybody's stuff. I just went on there that one time just to see what my ex high school girlfriend was doing on there, of course. That's why I went on OnlyFans. But now seeing that OnlyFans is collapsing, it's kind of crazy because, like, the actual owner who first created OnlyFans died at 43. Now we fast forward to these females and women making double and triple the amount of minimum wage. Not even minimum wage, just the annual income yearly. I think the average American household income is like for $35,000 or $40,000. And you're telling me an OnlyFans model or creator, whatever you want to call them, they double that by like triple that. And they make $120K monthly. Don't nobody find that crazy? Like, I just think we all just sitting here and we just not really talking about this enough because they make this money and, like, the pocket watching that needs to take place don't take place. Like, I think that's the issue. Like, that just doesn't happen, bro. Like, these OnlyFans be like, oh, and then, like, you know, so bad. It's like, y'all not even peeping. And I think this is what's really bad. This is what really makes it worse. Girls that are on TikTok, they be 16, 17, heck, even 15. Bro, when they turn 18, bro, like, let's say it's a girl that's been on TikTok for like the last like 3 years. And let's just say she's 15 going on 16. But she's 16 and she hanging with 18-year-olds. Then when she turns 17, like, she's getting groomed to a certain extent to already go in that OnlyFans direction because TikTok don't last so long. So then when the fall-off happens, they go to OnlyFans. Don't nobody talk about this enough. Like, it's insane to me, bro. Like, anyway, come on, back to the deal.
Threatened to cut off payment processing for adult platforms. And this is exactly what pushed OF towards its failed 2021 ban. And since the platform is almost entirely reliant on subscription revenue, it has to go through payment processors that take somewhere between 5 to 10% in fees on top of the 2 to 3% fees from the most regular, Visa and Master, which is far above the usual 2 to 3% that most regular businesses are charged from payment processors. So obviously that is a tax on their margins, and now they're dependent to payment processors. And not only that, but there's also a regulatory pressure. So the UK communications regulator, they hit with a £1.4 million fine in early 2025 for a weak age verification practice, which, might not be the biggest deal for them financially, but it's a pretty clear sign of where this enforcement is going. And then you have that exit problem, because even if someone bought it, how do they eventually sell it? Like, taking it public through a stock market listing, that's essentially impossible under the current conditions. And there's also no obvious second buyer standing by, and the insane financials don't resolve the fact that this is an
millionaire/billionaire and you have money and you want to buy a website or an app. OnlyFans is not the first thing that comes to mind. It's too much backlash. It's too many. It's a lot of nepotism. Like, it's just, why would you buy the app in the first place, or the website? Like, it's not gonna go well. It's just not gonna it's not gonna go well for you. Like, does anybody ever think about that? You buy OnlyFans, what's your next move? Just say, oh, no more adulted content when that's all the money? Like, no, bro. Come on now.
Asset most people in finance don't really want to be publicly associated with. And I mean, if I was to guess, that might be one of the reasons why they tried to stop allowing adult content on their platform back in, 2021, plus the whole payment processors problem. So the asking price of the platform started at about $8 billion, and no one was interested, despite their insanely high valuation. But the firm that eventually emerged as, I guess, the most serious buyer was Architect Capital, a San Francisco-based investment fund that got its start in 2020, providing credit to Latin American startups. And they had more recently become known for its tendency towards complicated situations, because its founder, James Sagan, was one of the larger investors in Juul, a, vaping and nicotine product that you guys are probably familiar with at this point. And honestly, that's just a whole nother video, because Juul completely took over the world like right before the pandemic, and it definitely did extremely well during the pandemic. And then it seems like it kind of got like banned, at least most of their flavors got banned. And then suddenly you had like Geek Bars and all these other like off-brand versions of Juul, which arguably are worse, that kind of took over everything. But yeah, long story, but essentially Juul had its products pulled by the shelves by the FDA, and they later settled more than $1 billion in lawsuits over allegations that it was being marketed towards teenagers. So I mean, it's safe to say that Architect's brand has some tolerance for risky investments. And the pitch Sagan made to the potential backers had two core ideas. First, diversify the platform, push it towards mainstream creator niches, and try to make it competitive with something like Patreon, rather than positioning it as purely an adult content site. Obviously, OF is primarily an adult content platform, and the majority of the traffic and subscriptions and the money all comes from that. And without that core, it would just be a minor player when it comes to, like, competing in the space with YouTube, Patreon, and Spotify. And now that Spotify also added long-form content and subscription models. But I feel like this might even be smaller than Rumble if they tried to play in the non-adult space. Also, fun fact, since I'm mentioning Spotify, I was kind of forced to make a Spotify because some dude kept stealing my content and re-uploading it to Spotify. So if you want to enjoy my content on Spotify, you can do that as well. I'll leave a link down below so you guys know that it's actually me and not the dude impersonating me. So if you want to leave a review there, that would also help me not get impersonated. But continuing the video, over the years, OF has genuinely been trying to build a safe for work community on the platform, including chefs, athletes, musicians, comedians, and fitness coaches. And they also launched their own safe for work streaming service called OFTV back in 2021. And they've actively been trying to pursue other partnerships since. But I don't really think any of it really took off. Though that is, again, still such a tiny portion of what actually is. Then you have, the real competitors here, YouTube, Spotify, and Patreon. They don't allow any 18 plus content. And I don't see a world where OF is actually able to compete with any of these platforms in the safer work space because, the stigma that comes with the name. It's just like, I don't know. I just can't see most creators being very inclined to be like, hey guys, follow my unless they're paid like a massive bag. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. But that problem will be something the new owner will have to inherit. And another step that they might need to do is
I'm not gonna lie, chat. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Maybe this is just me, and maybe y'all can relate to me, fellas in the chat. If y'all see this on YouTube, on my clips, or on Instagram, just know I ain't gonna lie, and maybe this might be relatable. If y'all see this, on TikTok, because I might post this on TikTok. Y'all ever feel like sometimes you were the best thing that came across inside a female's life, and then after y'all break up or whatever happens, you be like, dang, they missed out on me. Because I really be thinking about all the old vibes I used to be with, and I be like, gang, like, you feel me? They be all like, they be going through like the craziest character development and lore. And my lore was just like real kind of simple, but not really, but it was though. Like, they lore be baby daddy and, you feel me, getting their heart broke. I mean, yeah, my heart broke, but like, you feel me? At the end of the day, like, you feel me? I live in the A now, like, you feel me? Like, it's just, like, dang, and like, you feel me? Hey, real talk. This is for all the females that didn't see the vision. I mean, like, look at me now. You feel me, Renee? Like, to all the females that didn't see the vision, bro, like, I'm in Atlanta now, bro. I'm in the A. Like, I'm in the A ski. Yeah, feel me? I'm in the A ski. Like, you feel me? I got a Cadillac out there. Hey, I got Bruce. Like, I got Bruce. Hey, hold on. It get better, chat. Hold on, real talk. I know this is in the middle of this whole entire video. Y'all not peeping. I got Bruce. Nah, I scratch that. Let's go in order. First off, I got a bad wife. Feel me? I got Bruce. I live in Atlanta. I got a cute baby boy. And I'm married. Nigga, I made it. Like, sometimes I be kicking myself so hard, and I be thinking to myself like I'm behind, when whole time I'm just a step away from going like this. You ready? Yeah, feel me? It really is that simple. But anyway, back to the video though. I'm sorry.
Or a banking license, because even if they acquire OF, what happens if the payment processors shut them off? That would be really bad. So a potential solution for that would be if the platform could become its own financial institution. I mean, in theory, it could. That would definitely be a massive uphill battle for them, though. But that would at least help them reduce the 5 to 10% fee burden. Currently, the valuation on the table is $3.5 billion, with Architect taking 60% of the equity in the deal. So in just a few years, this has essentially lost $4.5 billion.
You talking a lot, bro. Hold on. My short, it had 465 views on YouTube. I gotta start posting on Instagram and Twitter and my TikTok. I gotta start doing that. My little clip.
Dollars in valuation because no one wants to buy it. And the Wall Street Journal had originally reported a total deal value, including debt, at $5.5 billion compared to an earlier $8 billion valuation just 1 year before, with slower growth and tougher sale process dragging the number down. And this number was apparently dragged down due to slower growth and just a tough sales process. But Sagan's $500 million fund wasn't nearly large enough to cover a deal of this size on its own. So he spent months going door to door trying to assemble the capital. And the family offices turned out to be the most receptive audience, largely because they don't really face the same restrictions that prevent more of the, mainstream funds from joining. And the deal was supposed to close by the end of March of this year. But then Leonid passed away, and everything just got way more complicated. Obviously, I don't want to sound disrespectful here, but terrible time. Just when everything seemed to align, he passed away. And this happened on March 20th, 2026 in Florida. And the platform made an announcement with a brief statement saying that he had passed away peacefully after a long battle with cancer. But his family asked for privacy and no details were shared. But what came out in the following days were how few people actually knew about how serious his condition was. And sources told the media that Leonid himself had driven the urgency behind the sale because of his health. Because the guy was apparently trying to get a deal closed specifically because he was concerned about leaving his family in a complicated situation without clear ownership. And as a part of that, in 2024, he transferred his stake of the company into a private trust, with his family being the expected beneficiaries. So obviously, if the deal with Architect Capital was already messy, it just got so much worse. Because the firm was still in the process of raising the equity it needed when Leonid passed. So it seems like the money simply just wasn't fully there. And suddenly now, investors who've been on the fence were dealing with a whole new layer of issues. Now you have estate laws, a different person now effectively in control of the asset, and deal terms that would now have to be renegotiated with a trust rather than the original seller. So the timeline that was already extended was pushed back once again. And as of this video, the deal remains open. And the future of right now is genuine uncertain, which is why it seems like the empire is collapsing. And the company has a current CEO. His name is Kelly Blair, who has been running the day-to-day operations, but what's clear is there's a lot of money at stake, a lot of different interests, and a company that, despite everything working against it, keeps printing cash at a rate that makes it very hard to ignore. So, it's safe to say whatever happens next will probably not be any more bizarre than the story of this company. The company's story is how a $10,000 loan from a dad with way too much patience suddenly turned into a $7 billion a year empire ran by some secret Ukrainian billionaire no one has ever heard of. Come on, this is such a crazy story. And I feel like this is just a situation that no one's been talking about, because every time I hear OF in the news, it's about one of their stars making like $1 bazillion a year. So I just wanted to come here and talk about it for a bit. So hey, if you're new here, my name's Atozy, or A to Z, and we talk about the laughably stupid stuff and the bizarre things that happen here on the internet. So if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
But all in short, bro, OnlyFans models make a lot of money, bro. That's just what it is, bro. Like they sitting on like crazy, and crazy loads of money. Like you could just name. Here's the problem: you could name so many times where a girl started an OnlyFans, and then she made $1 million in 5 minutes, or in an hour, or in 5 hours, or in like 3 seconds. Like it just doesn't. There's just too many cases, bro. Like there's just too many, and I don't like that. I would react to the last thing that I screen recorded, which was Gideon's live stream that was reacted to by Cloud9, or wait, one Cloud9. But his was another thing on the David situation, and they were just saying, I kind of already broke that down, like a summary, but I might as well give y'all a story time too. So YouTube, we're gonna clip down this last thing into it. We're gonna clip this last thing into a story time video. So like the video and subscribe to DJ Live on YouTube. Obviously, you feel me? It's DJ Live on YouTube. Go subscribe there. It's in my bio and description. So anyway, so this is where it's gonna be kind of funny. Obviously, you know my Twitch is DSeanReeseJones. Follow me here, boy. We got 3 subscribers. We on three followers. Yeah, 3 followers on Twitch, and then we got 3 on Kick as well. It's at DSeanReeseJones 1 until I can get DSeanReeseJones Live I gotta wait some time to get DSeanReeseJones live on both platforms. But anyway, to the story time. Okay, so let's do a real story time on this girl from high school. Okay, I'm not gonna say her actual name, given that you could probably find her name, find her Instagram. But we're gonna actually do this because I ain't gonna lie, this been needing a story time for a long time. Because I haven't done a story time in a minute. So actually, let me see. When was the last story time before we actually tell it? Like the video and subscribe, y'all. My last time that I gave y'all a story time on stream was 8 months ago. So let's do one. Okay, so let's do the story time. Let's do this. All right. So boom. This starts in my junior year of school. You feel me? Nothing crazy. La-di-da-di-da-di. You feel me? DJs in school. So my junior year, I ain't gonna lie, I was, you feel me? I had to glow up from my junior to senior year. So you feel me? I got pictures. I got picture evidence. You feel me? I'm one of those people. I got pics. I got pics for proof. So I don't think I have any videos of me and the girl together, but I know I have pictures of me though. You feel me? I got pictures of how I looked during the time. So let me just show y'all me during that time, during that era. You feel me? High school me I was great. I was still me, you feel me? I ain't never been different, ever. You feel me? Intentions was always pure. So this was me 2020. You feel me? That was, look at that. Gang, I swear to God. That was me though. So this was me July, so June, July, August. So this is me before school. So this is July. This was July 9th, 2020. Hold on. This was July 9th, 2020. So you feel me? I'm having a glow up, you feel me? I'm looking better. Hey man, this is me getting, but hold on. I tell y'all, I got proof, bro. I got proof. I've always been a hooper too, by the way. Look, this me in gym class. Pull up money. You feel me? But that was me in high school, y'all. I was kind of like, I was always a laid back kid. I ain't do too much, but I always did what I had to do. I got more videos, I think, of me in high school, but I gotta find them. Some of them are on Snapchat, some of them are in memories. I can't really tell y'all. But anyway, so to the story time. So I met this girl, not really first day of school, but like kind of like within like first couple of weeks. You feel me? This is the same girl I was talking about that I said was a stripper, and it's like she started OnlyFans first. Then after that she became a stripper. Crazy work. But this is all before me. This is after me, not before, after. So keep that in mind. I was in a whole nother lane. Yeah, it was in a whole nother lane. But anyway, so this girl, she, you know what I'm saying, obviously with DJ Speed, you know what I'm saying, there's never a girl that's not really my speed. Let's keep it a bean. But anyway, short thing, hey, look, short to short. Let's call it what it is, you feel me? So I had a financial, it was a financial algebra class. So it was like finance, but also algebra. It was cool. Teacher looked like he was a crackhead, low key. But I know he wasn't a crackhead, but he was a crackhead. But anyway, you feel me? I'm like, okay, so we learning finance and whatnot, blase. Now my seat, I didn't sit in the back. I sat in the front. Especially, you know what I'm saying, as I got older, I started taking math more serious. You feel me? So I sat in the front of the class. And it just so happens, so y'all know my name already. My name is plastered all over the internet. So it's like me not telling y'all my name is kind of like pointless now. But my name, obviously, DSeanReeseJones. Y'all know that's not my full government, but that's my name though. That's, So I usually used to say like, my name was just Deshaun or just DSeanReeseJones. I never really included the Reese, even though the Reese was always a part of my name throughout all of school. Like it wasn't going nowhere. And I still acknowledge Reese is my other last name, of course. But anyway, So the girl's last name happened to also be Jones. She had the same last name. Ideal, which is crazy, right? This is crazy. So like, if me and the girl got married, she wouldn't have changed her last name. But now I think about it, yes, she would have. She would have to add Reese because still that's my full government. But anyway, she wouldn't have changed it too much. But anyway, so boom. Me and like she, you know, according to some people in the school, she always had a thing for light skins. Obviously, if you look at a nigga like me, I'm light skinned. You feel me? There's no other way to put it. I'm light skinned, bro. So anyway, so that was one of the things. She liked me because I was light skinned, and she started to. I mean, she liked the way I looked. You feel me? I had the waves. I had kind of like, I ain't really had no facial like nothing crazy, but I had like a little small mustache, whatever. So that, so you feel me? That was pretty much that. I ain't really talked to her that much. But then, like, as the school year kept going during my senior year, you feel me? I think the crazy part about all this is that, like, I was like, I used to be the person with Uno cards. So I took Uno cards to school all the time. Like, always. Because I used to play Uno during lunch. So during my senior year, what I used to do, because there was a Chick-fil-A not too far, so I used to have Chick-fil-A DoorDashed to school, like, every day. Like, I spent crazy bankroll on Chick-fil-A during my senior year. Like, it was crazy bankroll. Like, I spent, like, I didn't give Chick-fil-A so much money, bro. I might be one of the reasons why they a $1 billion company. Like, seriously. I gotta be a reason, because I didn't give them so much money, bro. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, so during the time that I was dating this girl, you feel me? I'm still very nonchalant. I haven't changed, bro. I'm still a nonchalant DJ, as always, you know? But anyway, so you feel me? During lunchtime, we used to go out of lunch and we used to leave out of the cafeteria and go to the library. We used to go to the library. We used to go from, the lunchroom was on the second floor of the high school. We used to go down some stairs and then go on the first floor. And then you come off the stairs and then the library right there across, you go to some doors. So we used to so basically I used to give one of my homeboys the Uno cards, and I just give back my Uno cards at the end of the day. Like, I would give them to a girl, and I give them to a guy, and I would see him at the end of the day before I leave school and get my card. And I would get my cards the next day. Like, I used to get my cards to whoever. I used to just get them back, bro. I didn't really care. Like, somebody stole them, they stole them, bro. Like, Uno cards is Uno cards, bro. I didn't care. But anyway, so I used to miss Uno games to go be with her. Crazy lore. Anyway, but like, you feel me? There was one day, very specifically, like, she wanted me to come to her, like, go back to her house. Now, it had just so happened to be a Wednesday. And y'all should know, I don't post videos on Wednesday. I don't live stream on Wednesdays. There's a lot of things I don't do on Wednesdays. And that's because of, like, my religion, and then also because I always have somewhere to be. But then again, I was about to go to her place. I was about to, but then I was like, about that. Let's just think about this very, very, very statistically. If I go over there, I'm probably gonna beat the Doonies. So I'm like, okay, if we go over there, beat the Doonies down, then what? Right. So basically, I didn't go. Now, here's the thing. Now, mind you, y'all just heard me just say the lore that happened afterwards, okay? So I'll be thinking to myself, like, okay, boom, DJ, you dodged a bullet. Like, you feel me? You dodged a bullet because look what happened to her now. Like, bro, the last thing that I can remember when I was single, of course. I was single. This had to be 2022 or 2023 before I got into a relationship in 2023. Just listen. So, you feel me? In 2022 or 2023, I realized she had a kid. So I was like, well, no, this had to be 2022. Yeah. God. So, you feel me? I took it upon myself. I'm like, yeah, 2022. Because, so she had a kid in 2022, y'all. I know I'm not crazy. I know what I'm talking about. Like, I know all the lore here. So, you feel me? I already knew, like, okay. So, obviously, she had somebody. She had a situation of some sort, gang. Now, I did 2022. 2022. Midway through 2022, I was single because I just wanted to be single, bro. I didn't want to be with nobody, but I had options. So that's just one of the things too. Now DJ always has options. You know, first time I was single, always had options. I ain't got no options now. Happily married, ganger. Come on now. But yeah. So I'm thinking to myself, like it gets around to a point where I'm like, okay, bet, like DJ, you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? But now that I think about it, like I was finna be with her. Almost. And I didn't. So like now I think about it, it's crazy because like she had a kid in 2022. I had mine's 2026. Yeah, it's just wild. And it's like the lore that literally went from one thing to another. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. So yeah, that's one of the things I be trying to tell y'all about. Like, hey man, dodge the bullet from the high school, the girl I did in high school. But one day, I'm gonna have to come on stream and tell y'all about the lore of a girl that was, man, first love, man. Hey, look, the first love story time. Y'all not ready for that one. I'm not even gonna lie, twin. That's just one day we just had to react to something that's within the same vicinity of a first love, and then I'm gonna explain mine, and then we just go from there. Cause first, like, I ain't gonna lie, first love hit hard. Now the girl in high school, that was not my first love. Even, you feel me? Now it did get to a point, cause I used to, oh my God, like this is really crazy. The story time keeps going, cause bro, I used to think about this. I used to, like, we used to sit at the same lunch table, obviously. We had, like, 2 of the same classes. I think we had 2. Because we had math together. We had the math class together. We had another class together. And then we had lunch together. So I seen her 3 times out of the day. And I think we had, how many periods did we have? We had first, second, third, fourth, fifth. I believe 6. Yeah, 6. And then we had 7A, 7B. Cause sometimes you had like a dual period. Oh, like a dual period was like 6 and 7. But okay, so the dual periods were like 6 and 7. If you had a dual period where like you had a class first and then you would transition, it would be first, second. You had your first, second, and third period. Then 4 and 5 would be together. Your 6, 7 would be together, and then 8 period, and then 9 and 10. So I think we had like 10 periods, I think, in high school. And now that I think about it, we had 3 classes together, because we had 3 all together. We had the math class together. We had lunch together, because lunch was obviously, it's a period in itself. Obviously you had to eat. And then we had another period I can't even think about. So I just think about this. Me and a girl we had 3 classes together. So I seen her 3 times out a day. And then also one of our classes were close, because I used to walk her to her class I used to walk her to her class, like every day, like a couple of her classes, which is crazy. And I ain't gonna lie, a nonchalant guy like me, like a nonchalant nigga like me, I don't see myself walking that female to her class, but I did it. Like, I can't say I didn't, because I did it. So that's just crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And now that I be thinking about it, like, feel me, after high school, because after high school, I graduated single. But when I get to the first love story time, because when we pick up, when we pick up is, hold on. So when we pick up from the story time of here, which was my senior year, before my senior year, I met a girl in my junior year. I met a girl in my junior year that I dealt with from 2020. Well, if we met in 2018, right? 2018. Yeah. Met in 2018, dealt with 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. No. I just say 7 years. I say 7 years. That's just the best way to put it. I say 7 years, but it could be wrong. Like, the math could be wrong. I say it's really like, if you want to count the on years, because I didn't talk to her obviously in 2018, 2019, or 2020. Like, it was mid conversations. It was like little small increments of conversations with this true love. Now, mind y'all, not true love, first love. I'm sorry, first love. So with this first love, I ain't gonna lie, the story time for that is a whole nother live stream. I need to find some videos where people do like little character animations of like their first love, and then I'm gonna say mine's in a story time in the second half of the stream. Cause mine's, ooh, I don't even count the full 7 years, cause obviously it was on and off. It was on and off for so long. But back to the high school. So after I graduated high school, me and a girl really never talked anymore after that because we broke up. She sounds too nonchalant, so we literally broke up over messages. And you feel me? I didn't care, obviously. I did not care, as always. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just, hey man, I'm one of those people, man. They come and go, bro. Hey, once you get you one, I mean, you get you one, but you feel me? Even then, sometimes that can go. Like, I don't know. I wasn't mad. Like, when she broke up with me, I wasn't mad. Like, people thought I was gonna cry. I didn't cry. I was just like, okay. I mean, you feel me? Hey, wish you the best of luck. It was one of those type of things. And now the best of luck is, the time that I seen her story, though, I did come across her page one time, and she was like this older guy. But I just seen her page now. But it didn't work out. So unless she's single again, it's just crazy. And that's why I be trying to tell y'all, like, bro, never trip when you don't end up with somebody, bro, because you could just be looking at stuff like, you feel me? Obviously, you could be looking at stuff from a different lens. Because now I look at it now, like, I'm married, baby, happy wife, happy husband like myself. I live in my dream state and city, by the way. And it's just like, hey, she still lives back in my hometown. Single. A single baby mother. Oh boy. Hey man, it just pays to, man, Jesus. Oh boy. She's just a single baby mother. It's just tough. It's just tough. She's a single baby mother, and I don't know how else to really explain it. Because I know, me personally, all she had to do was just be with me. But no, you see what happens when you see the nonchalant guy, 10 out of 10, we're great people. But now she's a single baby mother with her baby, she be turning 4 this year. That's crazy. But hey, you feel me? It all works out for everybody, bro. It works out, I guess. So all in all, chat, hey man, don't ever sell yourself short, gang. Cause here's the thing, bro. Be you, and you gonna be whatever you can be, whatever you want, twin. Cause look though, I ain't gonna lie. I used to be thinking to myself, like, there's just no way I'm gonna be single. But hey man, if I was, would I even be mad? Probably not. But honestly, at the same time, though, chat, I ain't gonna lie. So what that has taught me is if it's not for you, it's not for you. Simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less. If it's not for you, it's not for you. And then obviously, she wasn't for the kid, and the kid was not for her. The boy. I call myself the boy. The boy. The boy was not for her, and she wasn't for the boy. Now then, when I get to the first love story time, man, that's gonna be a whole freaking. That's gonna be just, man. Y'all not ready for that one, but. So if y'all enjoyed the stream though, I ain't gonna lie, it is 11:15. I've been streaming for the past almost 2 hours, and I cannot wait to. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to think. Do y'all really want me to start like posting clips? Cause it's hard to do clips in the middle of a stream. But I'm starting to see like a lot of people have clips, I guess. So, I guess we'll work on getting some clips. I guess I don't really like to do the clips thing, but we could do it though. You know, that's not a problem. I just wonder, like, is that something that people really be trying to do? Like, oh, let me clip my stream. Like, you gotta clip moments. I clip my moments on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, but I don't really clip it for actual Twitch. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens when I start doing that. But yeah, that was a story time of me in school, bro. It was great. I don't miss school though. I tell y'all that. Don't miss it. I don't miss it, boy. Like people who miss high school, you're a little weird. Cause what do you miss about school? Like what is there to miss? Like tell me. What is there to miss about school? To where you want to. What is there to miss about school? Like what is it for real? Like what is it for real? Like what is it for real? So I ain't gonna lie. I don't miss school though. I tell you that. Don't miss it. I don't miss it, boy. Like people who miss high school, you're a little weird. Cause what do you miss about school? Like what is there to miss? Like tell me. What is there to miss about school? To where you want to miss about school? Like what is it, bro? I don't miss school though. I tell you that. Don't miss it. I don't miss it, boy. Like people who miss high school, you're a little weird. Cause what do you miss about school? Like what is there to miss? Like tell me. What is there to miss about school? To where you want to miss about school? Like what is it, bro? I don't miss school though. I tell you that. Don't miss it. I don't miss it, boy. Like people who miss high school, you're a little weird. Cause what do you miss about school? Like what is there to miss? So can't nobody tell me what you miss about school? Cause see, it don't make sense to me. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe, but I doubt it. Like, I personally feel like there's nothing to miss. I've always said that. Like, there's nothing to miss about school, dog. Cause it's like, it's just weird. But anyway, I guess that'll do it for my stream, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all in another stream. Next time we gonna react to something else. I don't know what else we're gonna react to next, but I might come back and we might do an IRL stream. I don't know yet. I got a couple of things going on. So after tomorrow, we might be able to stream tomorrow, Friday or Sunday, or even Tuesday, because I don't go back to work till Wednesday. So we got some time. But I would definitely be catching y'all in the next stream. I feel like this stream did pretty good, and we're gonna check everything tomorrow. But it's been DJ. I catch y'all inside the next stream. You feel me? Go follow me. Hold on. First up, we not done yet. Go follow me on YouTube. Go subscribe to me on YouTube at DJ Live right there. You feel me? And make sure I like all the content over there. Then obviously subscribe to me on Twitch and also follow me on Twitch. Go to 100 subs up there. 100 followers up there. We're doing a giveaway. Whichever one wins, whoever wins first to 100, obviously same thing, first kick. DSeanReeseJones 1. Go follow me and subscribe. Join the subscriptions at DSeanReeseJones 1. And just like that, it's been DJ Live, aka DSeanReeseJones Live. DSeanReeseJones on every other platform. On Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I don't mean what else should I say. It's every social media platform. You can find me at DSeanReeseJones. But just like that, I will catch y'all on this stream, man. We gone.